What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilkin. I'm probably back today with another Dokkan battle video, and we have some really good stuff coming out here on Twitter regarding Dokkan. Obviously, we're getting some leaks. We got the V-Jump stuff. You know, things are really popping off right now when it comes to Dokkan. Now, this is all JP. Now, I know the channel has traditionally been global only, but you've got to understand that when it comes to Dokkan Battle right now, we are in a state where we are like less than a year away from being sunk up with JP. So JP news is going to be really important to cover. This is going to be like vitally important. Come this time next year, 10th anniversary, we should be fully sunk with JP. So, you know, while we cover this stuff here, it's important to know that by this time next year, this is going to be our reality. So, and in that regard, I guess the real question is, what's going to come of the global anniversary? Oh, so what's going to come of me, because I'm apparently disappearing. Got to go back to 1955 and fix something. But nevertheless, when it comes to the anniversary, like our anniversary, that probably is going to become what the worldwide celebration is now, or something of that nature. Like they would have. There's another game. If you got those of you guys that are not OGs to, I guess, the channels plural. We used to do this on another channel, and we started another game called Machi Memoria Freeze. That game just became more popular. It was getting pushed harder, which is why we opened up this channel to kind of get the Dokkan content where it can hit the best audience. So that's why this channel kind of broke off and became its own thing. But over on that other game, they always celebrated every anniversary separately. So they had like the global or the US server anniversary, the European server anniversary, the JP anniversary, all that good stuff. But the JP anniversary was always the big one. That's pretty much what I kind of expect this to be. Now over here, we only have two servers. We have the global server, and then we have the JP server. And once the merger happens, it's just going to be basically, you know, the one the one game where everything happens simultaneously. But then come, you know, mid-July, when we would normally be getting our anniversary stuff, then we'll probably get something equivalent to the worldwide celebration or something like that. We may even get a global anniversary event and then the worldwide celebration, just so all the events stay the same. It's really hard to tell, but that's kind of what I'm expecting. But to get back on topic here a little bit, the JP anniversary stuff is coming out all the time. They're dropping new stuff. So today, they dropped, well, actually, I think late last night, they dropped this tweet here talking about the 9th anniversary being 6 days away. So a lot of people have been asking me my opinion on the units and all that stuff. And my honest answer to you guys is, I'm not going to get hyped about the visuals. The visuals are always going to be what they are. I feel like the 9th anniversary units, or the anniversary units in general, are always pretty new. It's really rare that they bring out back burner stuff. They've done it, but it's pretty rare. You can kind of expect that we're going to have the usual Dokkan Fest with also the Carnival units. So when it comes to this, they're going to bring their A game, and they really kind of have to this year. Like, this is kind of that turning point that gets the global players that, you know, were kind of casual and just kind of only paying attention to global. Now they've got to see JP. There has to be something big. There has to be something that's really going to get people's attention. I think with the units that we've seen so far, that is definitely going to happen. But here's the deal. I am waiting until we get all of the details. I'm not making any rash decisions. Now, by probably sometime this weekend, maybe even as early as like Friday, we might have some big news. They might start dropping the abilities and things like that. And I really feel like that's the time we make the decision on these units. Now, when it came to the units last year, the 8th anniversary units did not get a lot of love, but I still use them constantly. I adore those units. The new mechanics on those units are phenomenal. The units themselves are just really useful. Their leader skills are next level. So I really feel like this anniversary, we're probably going to see a big jump in leader skills and levels up. We might even get the first like 250% leader skill or something like that. It'll be a 200% leader with like an extra 30, 40, 50%, maybe just 33%, whatever, on top of everything else. That's kind of like the hype level that I'm really expecting around this anniversary. They're going to do something to really bring this crazy A game, because they want the casuals to look out on the horizon and see the JP version coming and go, that's what we want. We don't want to wait 6 months for that. We want that today. And I really think this is that opportunity to make that happen. So what am I kind of saying here? Essentially, what I'm getting at is I'm hyped. I'm really excited for this. Let's actually pull this down here. This is, like I said, this is from the JP Twitter. It is what it is. You're getting like little tidbits of information. We're not getting a huge amount. In fact, let me pull up the actual Twitter account for JP Dokkan here. They're just dropping little nuggets here and there. They're not dropping huge pieces of information. In fact, this was dropped a little less than an hour ago. You're starting to see, looks like 70 total Dragon Stones, tons of Awakening Medals. Like let's open up this thing right here. So there is a lot to be hyped about. But as far as the units themselves go, we're still waiting. We're still in a holding pattern. And with as much as they're throwing out, or with as much as they're hyping, I am willing to bet those units are going to be absolutely brutally insane. We already know that the units are, I don't want to call them repeats, but they kind of are a little bit. You know, we've had these units before, but to really sell this, to really make this the best possible situation, to make this that like bright shining ball on the horizon that everybody goes, check that out, that's incoming and that is insane. This has to be the best event, the best units, and really just like an undeniable force in the Dokkan community. So I really expect big stuff. They're hyping it heavy, and it's going to come hard. Now, here's the downside. If they don't do that, if they don't bring their A game, if they somehow flub this, not that I think they will, not that I think they even could at this point, but if it happens, it's going to be a major disappointment. And that's the one place I think can really hurt this if they don't treat this like the craziest, most insane event they've ever seen. But so far, it's looking really, really good. So, but that's all we know. We don't actually know the mechanics. As soon as those mechanics drop, as soon as those animations drop, I'll bring you guys reactions. I'll react to each one individually, and we'll really kind of like deep dive into that. But for now, I'm kind of in a holding pattern. Maybe I'm a little too hyped, but that's, my expectations are huge. But they haven't really let me down very often. So we'll see how this plays out. Like, comment, share. As soon as we get information, I will be back for you guys ASAP. Until then, make sure you guys continue subscribing, and I'll see you guys for more Dokkan Battle JP anniversary content, which, coming up soon, will be just the one and only anniversary. Well, I say one and only. The main anniversary of Dokkan Battle. Both versions soon. See you guys in the next one.